Hey guys, Darren here, and today I got a bit of a serious video for you guys. I'm gonna be talking about NBA 2k20, my team, and I don't got my console here. I'm not gonna play for you guys, um, you know, but I'm actually here to really tell you why I did not like my team, especially towards the end of this year. And before we start, I just want to say that, like less than a week ago now, like I think it's like 5 days ago, I deleted the game from my console. It's pretty emotional considering how much I played the game, but I need to move on, and I've got a lot more time on my hands now. I just wanted to tell you some of the reasons why I deleted the game, why I wasn't enjoying it, and I know many of you do like the game, but maybe you guys are sharing some similar ideas to why the game wasn't as good as it could be, or maybe what they could do in the future. So before we start out, I just want to say, hit the like button, subscribe, and also leave your comments, leave your thoughts about how you feel when it comes to NBA 2k20 this year, and I'll check over that and I'll respond to you. So that's cool. Anyways, so let's get started. So just a little bit about me. I've been playing NBA 2K my team since 2K like 14, and it was honestly like the second year they had my team or something. And I've been playing my team exclusively, like only my team, since probably NBA 2K16. So I really have been with it for a long time now. This is like my 6th year or something playing like my team. So yeah, I definitely watch it change over the last like 6 years. So you could count on me. And in terms of like how much I play, it kind of depends, because like I wouldn't call myself a casual player. I play intensely. I grind for awards. But I don't, this is not all I do with my life. I have a life outside of 2K. I do have, I don't spend a lot of money on the game. Probably like $100 a year would be like my cap for spending money on the game. So I would say, I'm definitely more than a casual player. I'm definitely a serious my team player, but I'm not like a no-life my team player, put it like that. But anyways, let's jump into why I quit my team. And we're just going to kind of go over where I think the game could use some improvements. Alright, so jumping in with the big one, we're going to start off with packs. And we're going to touch all the categories in this video, but we're going to start off with packs. For those of you who don't know, there are 2 ways to get players in the game. You can buy a pack, which usually guarantees you at least 1 player of any kind, or you could buy a player on the auction house. But when it comes to packs, they have the different collections, and they have the premium packs, and to be honest, you gotta either be a YouTuber that gets paid to pull packs, or you just gotta be really stupid, because I feel like pack odds have been getting worse and worse each year. I remember back in like 2K16, 2K17, they always had those rare cards that you rarely got, but like you would actually like get excitement when you were pulling individual packs. But now I'm not speaking for everyone, but I really don't know anyone that will just pull a single pack in my team, because like you're just not gonna get anything. You're wasting your VC, you're wasting your MT on packs. There's just no point in buying a pack. The only realistic way and option for getting a card that you want to get is through a 20-pack box which cost you, as you know, most premium 20-pack boxes cost you about 135,000 VC, which is a heck of a lot of VC. Now, let me just put it into perspective. You could get 200,000 VC for a standard price of about $50, and you could get about 450K VC for $100. Now, going back to a 20-pack box being 135,000 VC, and you have those premium players in that pack, chances are you're not actually gonna get that card in that pack. So if you buy, $100 worth of VC, you get your 450K. You're probably gonna have enough for like, let me do the math. 135, 270, 305. You're gonna have enough for 4 20-pack boxes. But chances are you're not gonna get anything. I know from experience, I opened about $150 worth of packs this year. This was the extent of my money spending in 2K. It was for the Larry Bird Flash Pack back in like December or something. I spent about $150 worth on it, and yeah, I got nothing better than an amethyst. So, I mean, maybe I was just unlucky that day, but I feel like you shouldn't be wasting your money on packs, and that's probably the least concerning out of all these categories. But don't waste your money on packs. All right. If anything, although 2K does not like this, I would definitely recommend spending your money on MT over packs. You spend $100 worth of VC, you get 450K VC. You might not get anything when you're opening packs. You might get lucky, but you might not. But if you actually spend that same amount of money on MT, you could actually guarantee yourself a few good cards or one really good card, depending on how much you buy, rather than taking a risk. That's just my opinion. And of course, if you got money to waste, if you're a YouTuber getting paid for all this, then go for the packs, man. But, the more I see it, packs are just like, it's not really a good thing if you're like an average player like me. Doesn't really have money to waste. Avoid the packs, alright? Avoid the packs. Because chances are you're not going to get anything without spending like $300 on a video game. So, I mean, there's so much other stuff you could buy. Let's see. So, also, with one last thing with packs is, obviously they have the premium collections, but I feel like each year 2K really increases the amount of premium collection they have. And I understand why they're doing this. They want to make more money. They want to increase their profits. But it gets to a point where it's just crazy. You can't collect all the cards. If you've got, flash packs and signature series, or I don't know, like March Madness, like what are some of the other ones, like they're just all over. And I remember back like the good old days, 2K17, 2K18, you get maybe a premium pack drop like maybe like once every 2 to 3 weeks, and that was definitely reasonable because you spent your money, you pulled your cards and completed you had actually time to complete your collection. You weren't like rushed, and you spent significantly less money. And that's just something that I feel like 2K is taking advantage of their players now. So that was kind of getting annoying because I wasn't spending money on the game, But they keep releasing, they kept releasing these crazy cards, Galaxy Opal after Galaxy Opal, which kind of leads me into my next point. So my next point is actually going to be like the card tiers. And for those of you guys who've been playing my team for some time now, it didn't always used to be Galaxy Opals and Pink Diamonds and whatnot. If you go back all the way to 2K16, the highest card tier was Diamond. And I understand really, kind of as a business perspective of why 2K added these tiers. They added it to make more money. Because I'll give you an example. If you got, I don't know, a 97 overall, like, Pink Diamond, and 97 overall Pink Diamond, I don't know, Stephen Curry, and 98 overall, Pink Diamond Stephen Curry, and a 99 overall Pink Diamond Stephen Curry, nobody's really going to care that much to get, the 99 overall Pink Diamond Stephen Curry over the 98 overall Pink Diamond Stephen Curry. But if you have a 98 overall Pink Diamond Stephen Curry, and you got a Galaxy Opal Stephen Curry, people all of a sudden want that Galaxy Opal, and it's simple business, and that's really why 2K has done it. Another thing that they do in order to keep their cards fresh is they have this gradual work up throughout the year, like rising tier levels of the cards. If you go back to the fall when the game first comes out, you can only, that first few weeks, you could literally only buy like Amethyst. Amethyst are the best card, and gradually they work their way up throughout the year. They release Diamonds, and then they release the Pink Diamonds, and then of course, when it gets to springtime, they release all the crazy Galaxy Opals, and then by the time you get to the summer, you have, I call this kind of like the 2K dead season, because now we're all just waiting for next year's game, so, and by that point they have all the crazy Galaxy Opals out. But one thing though, and last year was the first year that they had the Galaxy Opals, one thing is they really ruined it with the Galaxy Opal cards this year, which was kind of annoying, and in my opinion, they kind of rushed the gun when it came to releasing cards. Not only did they release too many cards, but it's literally only March, the end of March, and they release crazy Galaxy Opals. And part of the problem is because they're releasing these collections too frequently. Like, instead of doing it like once every 2 to 3 weeks, you're having multiple collections a week. And number two, because of that, and because I want to continue to increase the tier level of the cards, you're getting these crazy, crazy cards in March. Now, just last year, 2K19, they didn't start putting Galaxy Opals in packs. It was that Galaxy Opal Michael Jordan last year, the Signature Series. I think he was the first, mainstream Galaxy Opal. That was, end of April, beginning of May last year. We started getting Galaxy Opals in packs February this year. And this year, at the end of March, the one that was out recently before I quit the game, and part of the reason why I quit the game was because they hit us with the fan favorites collection. This was a collection we got last year in June. And yeah, it has all the crazy cards, and it's fine to have the crazy cards when we're approaching the end of the season. But, technically it's March. We're halfway around the year from when 2K releases their game. They released their game in September. We're in March. What are you going to do for the second half of the year? If you already got those unrealistic cards out, and trust me, they are unrealistic. You got Galaxy Opal Bowl, Galaxy Opal Taco Fall. Sure, if you have that card, you're going to be happy, but it's completely unrealistic, and they really rushed to the end this year with all their amazing cards. So, that's a little bit about their strategy, and I really don't know what they're gonna do. You can't have a much more powerful card than a Galaxy Opal, 7'6" guy that didn't even play in the NBA. You can't get much better than that. So, I really don't know what 2K is gonna do next, and because I quit the game, I don't really care. Next, we'll talk a little bit about the auction house. So, I definitely have some mixed feelings about the auction house. And being a guy that did not really spend that much money on VC, I actually use the auction house quite a bit in order to make MT. And yeah, one of the big strategies I did, of course, pretty common. You look for players. One thing I did was I looked for players that were pretty good. Maybe some pink diamonds on the cheaper side. You would buy them out when they were cheaper than the other ones. Maybe use them a few games and sell them. And so what? And that has some positives. You could make a small MT profit. You could use some good cards for a few games, but you can't really keep the cards. And there were some success stories with that. I bought Pink Diamond Yao Ming out for $75K. I kept it for about a week. And I ended up selling him for $97K. So, I got to try out a good card, and I got to make a profit off of him. But there were other times when it didn't work out so well. I brought on an Andre Iguodala card for $50K MT, and I ended up having to sell him for 43 MT or something, 43,000. So the auction house, it's definitely something that 2K should continue to keep in their games, but you can't really complete the game. You can't really complete those collections as efficiently from the auction house. For a person that doesn't spend money on the game, you're not really going to be able to use the auction house to your advantage. But honestly, out of every aspect of the game, the auction house is definitely the part of the mode where I have the least problems with. Alright, so moving on, we're gonna take a look at another trouble spot, gameplay in general, and we're gonna break this down. And when I mean gameplay, I kind of mean game modes. 2K, the actual gameplay of the game, that changes every year, and there are always going to be flaws, always going to be good stuff, so we're not going to dig into that, but we're going to dig into the actual My Team modes. And we're going to start with the new Spotlight Challenges. That's new. That just got here this year, and I have to say, I'm going to give 2K a thumbs up for that. Now, I haven't played many Spotlight Challenges this year. I don't have time to really play a lot, but with Spotlight Challenges, you play the first game and you get an evolution card, and then you could continue to play for higher rewards, including MT and tokens. Now, the evolution card was actually something that I really think 2K did a good job of this year. It definitely kind of replaced the more outdated dynamic duo that was around for quite some time. It replaced the badges. I really like the evolution cards. I didn't use it that much personally, just because I didn't have all day all night to raise up the cards, but I did take advantage of it to an extent, and I think it was a good part of the game. You could buy a card. It was kind of like a substitute to paying money for packs. You could buy a cheap card or win one of those challenges, and if you put in some work, you could have yourself a free pink diamond. So honestly, not a bad job by 2K there. The gameplays and challenges, like pretty much all offline gameplay, is probably going to be boring. I mean, you don't play offline just to play offline. You play offline because you want a specific reward. So, but I think the spotlight challenges are definitely better than the challenges we've had in the past. The scheduled challenges from the past few years were completely horrendous, so it was a good replacement for that. The weekly challenges, I gotta be honest, I don't think many people do the weekly challenges. The rewards are just not there, and it's still a waste of time. But at least 2K added those spotlight challenges in, so that's fine. Domination, every 2K My Team has domination, and of course, historic domination, and, 3 years ago or something, 2K18, they added the all-time domination. You know what? Domination is probably the best mode to complete, and the rewards were pretty solid in terms of domination. You can get yourself an amethyst for completing regular domination, a diamond for completing historic domination, and a pink diamond for completing all-time domination. You also got quite a lot of tokens completing it. I mean, you would have to play the game for some time. I mean, it's a full game. There's 33 of them in each of those three, so that's 99 games. And that's also assuming you don't lose any. But that mode, it's alright too. And once again with the offline, you're not really playing domination just to play. You're kind of just getting it over with just so you can get a reward. And that's kind of the point, like, domination, you're not just gonna, complete domination now. Because with all these really good cards out, why are you gonna spend so much time, completing domination now and going all the way and getting that free pink diamond, which, I mean, was an amazing card if you got it, the first week or two, but, now, why would you do that when you could get a pink diamond card for, 15K on the auction house? It's just not worth the time, in my opinion, unless you do it right away. Right. Alright, moving on to the one that kills me the most. The most specific reason why I quit NBA 2k20. My Team Unlimited. Okay. So, a quick thing is that 2K has always had, one main, online mode where you kind of play out a full game and you play people online and you get that, that kind of, ultimate reward kind of thing. In the early days, that mode, for those of you who remember, was Road to the Playoffs, which I miss. It was a very solid mode, and I know people complained about lineup restrictions, and people complained about, them not updating the rewards, but I really thought it was very solid and very fair, and I think with all these people cheesing and they using those one-man teams or whatever, you kind of miss lineup restrictions now, or at least I miss lineup restrictions. 2K17, they had the Supermax, And 2K18 was really horrible online. But, My Team Unlimited, it was pretty fun in 2K19. And 2K20, I kind of liked it. But it started to get really old and starting to get really annoying. I'll start off by explaining a little bit, but most of you guys probably already know that the My Team Unlimited is structured as a 12-game season. You play 12 games online, and after losing 3 times, you get kind of the reward depending on how many wins you got. But realistically, even the 10th and 11th ranking, if you get 10 and 11 wins, you're really going to get nothing compared to number 12. And the only reward that you actually want to get is number 12. And that's usually, for most of the year, it's a pink diamond. For the end of the year, you start getting Galaxy Opals. But, that's really all there is to it. Like you go 12-0, first day of the month, you get yourself that Galaxy Opal. What else are you going to do? You're not going to go for 11 wins, because that takes a lot of time. That's wasting a ton of time. But, I've gone 12-0 twice this year. And I was really determined to do it this month of March, and I couldn't do it. Now, before you start calling me a horrible 2K player, I just want to tell you that I am not a horrible 2K player, and I've done it other months with ease, and I just couldn't do it this month. Part of it was kind of my own fault. First, my controller was broken, and it took me a week to fix that. Then after that, I was having internet problems for a few days. And, I worked really hard. I tried nearly every method in the book to go 12-0. I used my main team. I used budget squads. I used cheese with Pink Diamond Clyde Drexler. I used I did that bronze cheese, but I really did have no luck going it. And 3 days before the month, I was actually really close. I was 11-0, and I lost. I blew the game. And I was really angry, and I kept trying, and I lost. So, if you want to know the main reason why I quit was because I came so close on so many occasions, but I just couldn't get a dub. I couldn't complete the collection, and I couldn't bear to play the game anymore. I really don't like My Team Unlimited because it's really just an all or nothing kind of mode. You either go all the way to 12-0 or you get nothing. If you're a serious gamer, and I really don't like that about it. So that's kind of what I got to say. In terms of Triple Threat, don't play it that much. Triple Threat Online seems cool. Triple Threat Offline, I know they got the vault and stuff, but I'm not gonna be playing 2K20 anymore, but 2K21, I have my hopes up for. A few other quick things before I end this video. I just want to touch on tokens. I feel like that's another thing that's alright to an extent. If you can get tokens from either grinding out the game or, paying money. Because if you complete collections, you get tokens. If you complete game modes, you get tokens, and you can save up. Personally, I'm never really got past the Amethyst. Last year I got to the Diamond Board. So I don't know. However, before I end this video, because it is kind of long, I will end by saying that 2K20, in my opinion, has kind of been a less successful copy of NBA 2K19. It's identical in many ways. My Team Unlimited is practically identical. Triple Threat, identical. Tokens, it's just the only thing that's really different when it comes to 2K20 and 2K19 is evolution cards and the spotlight challenges. Other than that, it's literally like identical. And I hope that we can see something new. I hope we can see a new multiplayer online mode, something a little less grindy, something a little more restricted, less cheese. I wouldn't be opposed to getting rid of Galaxy Opals completely, making some more realistic cards, or at least not releasing them halfway through the season. I hope we see some cheaper packs, man. I'm hoping for a lot of things. So I think we touched on everything. Thanks for watching. Darren here. I'm looking forward to hearing your opinions in the comments below. Peace.